Good afternoon and Jai Hind everyone. Today I am going to start the next topic, that is types of digital payment. Means the payment which is without using cash. This term I hope you have already heard about this digital payment. The government of India has been taking so many steps to promote and encourage this digital payment in our nation. As a part of Digital India campaign, government also aim to create a digitally empowered economy, means economy which is totally based on digital media, which is faceless, paperless and cashless. So many types of digital modes we are using today, and today I will discuss about the banking cards. Banking cards are of three types, that is debit card, credit card and prepaid cards. First is debit card. We all are using this card in our daily life. So debit card is a electronic card issued by a bank which allows the bank client access to his account to withdraw cash or pay for goods and services. Means with the help of this debit card, suppose you are having an account in a ICICI bank, so bank will issue a debit card on which your name is printed, your account number is printed and the expiry date or validity date is also there. With the help of this debit card you can make any payment without using cash. So through debit cards, account holder they are not required to visit the bank to withdraw the cash. With the help of this card, you can just swipe your card in ATM machine and you can withdraw the money electronically. And customer can also make the payment using this debit card at any place. Suppose for example you purchase jewelry at the shop, so you can use your debit card. You just swipe the card in the swipe machine at the shop and the amount is deducted or reduced automatically from your bank account. The limit of withdrawal or the payment through debit card ends at the minimum account balance in the bank account. What does this mean? Suppose the minimum balance which is required in the bank account should be 1000 rupees. So your debit card limit will be end when if you reaches to minimum balance in your account. So if only 1000 rupees is left in your account, then your debit card will not work because you reach up to the minimum limit now. I hope it is clear to everyone, because we all are familiar with this debit card. We all are having debit cards and we are using in our daily life also. Now the credit cards. This is also one of the type of digital payment card. Credit card is an electronic card issued by financial institution like banks, authorizing the holder to buy goods and services on credit. On credit means without making cash payment. Here the customer they are not making the cash payment. On the behalf of customer, bank is making the payment up to a certain limit. Suppose credit card have a maximum amount or credit limit of 1 lakh rupees. So you can use this credit card to buy the goods and services till 1 lakh rupees, and you are not making payment, bank will pay on your behalf. Then you will make repayment of this borrowed money to the bank. The credit limit is already predetermined by the card issuer. Card issuer means suppose any bank who is issuing a credit card, bank firstly determine the credit limit on the card holder credit rating and credit history basis. Means if your credit worthiness, if your financial position is very sound, so on the basis of that credit card limit is determined by the bank on the basis of your credit rating and credit history. Now when an individual uses credit card to make a purchase of goods and services, he authorizes the credit card issuer to pay the merchant on his behalf. So client will not make the payment on the basis of the card holder. Bank will make the payment, and before issuing the credit card, this credit card is properly you can say verified with the help of PIN number, that the card is issued to the legal person, to the rightful owner who is using this card for purchasing goods and services. And the credit card issuer required the cardholder to pay his balance in full. What does this mean? For this I have using one example over here. Suppose You purchase the goods of rupees 100 rupees, means 100 rupees, and you are not making payment, bank makes payment on your behalf, and bank said that you will refund this money to the bank in 5 equal installments of rupees 20 each, and there is a particular date in every month, due date, on which you have to make the payment of these installment. Suppose 20 rupees every month you are paying on 25th of every month, and 3 installment of 20 rupees you paid on due date, that is 20 rupees of 3 installment means 60 rupees you paid, suppose. So in that condition 40 rupees is the balance, and in the fourth month you fail or you default to make the payment of rupees 20, that is EMI of rupees 20. In that condition, on the balance amount, which is rupees 40, which you have to pay, on that the bank will charge interest. So if you are defaulting in making the payment of your EMI of your installment on the due date, then bank will charge interest. Otherwise, if you are making the payment on due date, then there is no interest. There is a zero interest EMI in that condition. So credit card require the cardholder to pay his balance in full. Whatever balance you have to pay in full, usually on the monthly basis. Generally we are paying the money monthly basis here, and if the user does not pay the balance in full, then the issuer, means the bank, add interest to the balance. Suppose 40 rupees is still the balance which you have to pay, on that bank will add the interest, and this interest compound for as long as the balance is outstanding, means till you are not paying, till it is due, up to that period bank will charge a interest. Last is prepaid card. Prepaid card is almost like a debit card, but there is only one major difference between prepaid and debit card. This card is also we are using for making the payments, and it is a type of payment instrument in which money is already loaded, means already filled in advance to make purchase. Suppose in your prepaid card there is a balance of rupees 10,000 rupees, so you can make the payment with the help of this prepaid cards, and this type of card may not be linked to the bank account. In debit card the balance is deducted from your bank account. Here the balance is not deducted from the bank account, it is already, the card is already filled with the balance. And however a debit card is issued by the bank is linked with the bank account of the customer, but here it may not be linked with the bank account. Suppose you have a Big Bazaar card of rupees 5,000, suppose you have a card of Globus of rupees 5,000, suppose you have a Amway card of rupees 10,000, so you can buy the products of Amway till rupees 10,000. Suppose you have a Big Bazaar card, okay, or prepaid card, and this is a card of rupees 5,000, so in Big Bazaar you can make the payment with the help of this prepaid card, and your amount is not deducted from your bank account because this card is already filled with the money. So this is all the 3 types of card: debit card, credit card, prepaid card, debit card. I hope it is clear to everyone because we all are familiar with this card. We all are using this debit card in our daily life. Credit card may not be you are knowing. So credit card is just a card in which we are buying goods and services on credit basis, and later on we will make the payment to the bank because bank here makes the payment on the behalf of the credit card holder. And if the major point in this credit card is that if the card holder defaults to make the payment on the due date, then in that condition bank will impose an interest on balance. And the last is prepaid card, which is already filled with money. You can easily shop the commodity from the market with the help of prepaid cards. It may not be linked with your bank account, as the debit cards, they are always linked with the bank account. So all these are the types of banking cards which we are using for making digital payments. I hope it is clear to everyone. Tomorrow I will discuss some more types of digital payment modes, and in that I will discuss mobile wallets, internet banking, mobile banking I will discuss. Till then, in today's class, if you want to ask anything, then you can ask. Thank you. Jai Hind everyone, and take care.